how it be, you know what it do. You know how I do, you know how I be. Alright. Alright, I am live. Rad. How you doing, folks? How you doing, gamers? Okay, hold on. Copy link. You know the drill. I need to start using my Twitch more. I'll do it eventually, but for now. One sec. We cooking? We're stream setting okay? Alright, we back. We cooking. Alright. Alright. So, we've officially gone on a date with every single dad to exist. And now we can just kind of roam around. I think my favorites... I think Brian is fun just because it's competitive. Robert is a bit of a mystery because, as we all know, it's a dad dating sim, but Robert, as far as we know, does not have a child. Damien was a little dull. Craig's chill, Matt's cool. Joseph is also a bit mysterious because it seemed like he had something going on with Mary. But we're gonna go with Robert today. Just some Robert action. Just some bad dad action. I'm not gonna read all this again. Let me... Let me get into character real quick. Actually, I might need to read this. Let's see. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. Italian neorealism. Okay, cool. Alright, let's message Robert. Let's see how this goes. Eat a balanced meal every day that includes vegetables, fruit, and proteins. Let's go. Be generous and kind to everyone. So true. So true. I had fun Rollins last time we hang out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. Haven't seen him come out of his house, actually. Can you still... Okay, yeah, you can. Okay. Sorry for hearing echo. I decided to send one last message figuring the set. This will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something for Amanda. I'll bake her favorite pie. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. An old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into the saucepan to make the filling. Normally, I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Oh man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. This pie in particular. My special twist on my grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? More cherries, salt, almond extract. What do I feel like if I won't? Let's try this. Oh, it's almond extract. Duh. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? I'll just wing it. Oh, one sec. Okay, just leaving that on. Man is gonna be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops! What smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an object-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? Fine, you caught me. Nothing. I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder and aspiring astronaut and bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back, and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciate the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig in before it's ready. Huh? What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked the pie incorrectly. And you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Art and nothing more. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, it's... Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? Wow, how did I do that? That's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you... Just eat the pie, Panda. I cut us a few slices and sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right. The pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, your sleeve is on fire. I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. So true. Matt and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumble and, hey, this one spells cat. Nice. First thing that trickles by, we eat dinner. I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications. We both start getting ready for bed. Give me a sec. Fuck. I decided, I read that. I decided to check on Jack, Dad book, I'm pretty sure it said. Still nothing from Robert. Hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. Ugh, what is it? What is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out of here. I look out my window and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. I have to figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey?
Hey.
Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun.
Huh.
Coming out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? Otherwise, I am, in fact, not wearing pants.
Oh.
I mean, I don't mind. Right. 1 second. God. Of all the dads, Robert is the one I do want to fuck. I will say that. I will wholeheartedly admit that. Craig is probably a close second. Maybe. I'm not too sure, honestly. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. Ready. Ready. Hop in. I jump in the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac.
Oh.
You like Tom Waltz? That's Tom Waltz or Tom Waits? That's an I think. Hoist the rag, baby. Hoist the rag, baby. Oh yeah, I knew that would get that. I love... Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, alright. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us up to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in for it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. I feel like saying nothing is the best course. I remember Robert said about hating small talk and decided to keep my mouth shut. That's right. Okay, forgot about that. He notices me staring. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. Well, I'm a little nervous. Just hang on. We're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come up to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second. I'm not sure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I instantly exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. I sit down and take in the view. We're on the hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous. This is where I come to masturbate. What? I'm kidding. What's wrong with you?
Oh.
This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls out something from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight and suddenly realizes what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife. Oh. Please don't stab me. Robert reaches into the pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either. Robert takes the knife and wood and starts carving at it.
I don't know.
Oh. I breathe in a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was going to stab you just now? What? No! I hate to break it to you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organs. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will.
Hey.
2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Nothing gets past you, huh?
Hey.
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'm gonna warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell you when you're kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so... fuck. Dude, he's just like me for real. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. He and I laugh. Dude, maybe that's why I like Robert. Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. Jonathan, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you from time and have come to think of you as because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions to his pants. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground and in his pants. Perfect for the potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety? No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands. I want them around my throat. You can't make... You can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs. Oh, sleeping is important. Make sure you're getting enough. True.
Knife that wood.
Knife that wood. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good start. What is it? Sharp stick, pencil, knitting needle? Honestly, part of me wonders how it would be to knit. But only one. You made a useless knitting needle, true. I'd say it's a backup. Alright. Tell me about this one. Popsicle stick, tongue depressor, flat worm. Gross. You made a flatworm. That's funny. I don't know why I think that's funny. It's not. Ugh, God, my humor is terrible. What's the story here? Something make me look tougher. It's working. It's working. I think you could take me in a fight. Probably. You made tough guy accessory. Hell yeah. Alright, we still shopping? We still shopping. Egg? What's this? Chicken nugget. I don't know. Ouija board pledge. Chicken nugget. Please, don't eat that. You made Robert uncomfortable. Holy shit, that's awesome. That's funny. Hold on. Let me adjust. Oh, shit. Wires wrapped around my leg. Let me check audio. You made Robert uncomfortable. How he sounded? Okay, we're okay. We're good. Alright. What's this? Nice form. What's it supposed to be? A self-portrait, Louisiana. It's you. You really captured my likeness. I'm impressed. You made Robert, I guess. That's cute. What's this? Interesting. What do we have here? Chopstick. I'm inclusive. It's ambidextrous. It's a stick. You made a chopstick. Ambidextrous. Ambidextrous. I don't know why I always thought it was with a P. Ooh, big wood. Big wood. Ooh. If you keep this up, you'll be a whittling pro in no time. Swan, duck, new friend. I thought it was a chili pepper, I'll be honest. You know, it is kind of duck-like. Maybe next you could carve up some wooden bread crusts to feed it. Oh, that is a duck. Oh, it's a friend. It is both a duck and a friend, and possibly a goose. Yo. Beautiful handiwork. What do you call it? Big old dog, the spirit of the Mustang. Sir Horsington the Brave. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm doing that one for Amanda. A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. You made a beautiful gift for Amanda. True! That's exactly who I was thinking of. Brown and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. He's making a shiv? Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Robert is lost in carving, doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps around my thumb. Hold tight. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and wipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up. You okay? You okay? I'm kind of losing the voice. Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. Make sure to keep that cut clean. Okay. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. True. God, I love me a man who can take care of me. I guess I'm a real whittler now. Why do I kind of want to whittle now? Why do I kind of just want to cut up some wood? That you are. Be careful, though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know. Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Yo, shouts to Mothman. Sexiest cryptid out there. Mothman is bullshit, but yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. Hold on. Have I been doing Solid Snake this whole time? I kept you waiting, huh? I don't know. Probably not. I think about my entire time in the city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. You ever hear of the Dover Ghost? I don't think so.
Hey.
Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup, pit bull. Real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. It gets a little late. We set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I'm losing it. Yeah. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life. Right outside my tent, me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing. Nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know someone, something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man. But if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it, it just looked wrong. Big, arms too long for its body, black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappeared. I hear one yelp from Betsy and I turn around to check on her, but she's gone into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night, and I don't think I've slept right since. That's terrible, or you're lying. I feel like he's fucking with me. Okay, you're full of shit. You think I'm lying? Robert pulls out his wallet and shows me a picture of a beautiful pit bull. Tell that to Betsy. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights, nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the dove or ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right? I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I barely can make out the shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. You see that? We should go.
Really?
Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we start to, and we make a slow crawl back. We make a slow crawl away, back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that?
Whoa.
A Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves. We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city.
Hey.
Thanks for coming out. That was fun. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of my house.
Oh?
Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man? Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette.
I...
Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in this sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared was myself. I didn't even think.
Hey.
Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. I try to think of something to say. I remember all the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. I don't know if he would appreciate the humor right now. Maybe he would. I don't know. That sucks. I'm glad you told me. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. Glad you told me. Must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever? Do you ever wish you were a better father? I think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret, or wish that I could have done better. But I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does.
Oh.
It's funny. I look at you and your relationship with your daughter, and it seems perfect. It isn't. At least you're there for her. I stare out of the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. What'd your dad do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom.
Oh?
Do you hate him? No, I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I finally think about all the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda and Alex. And he just wasn't there. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison.
Really?
What? I turn and smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. We both break out into laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks and pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Wow, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. You know that Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda Lang. You know what? It's fine. I think about the conversation I have with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda. She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckle to myself, then finally decide to go to bed. Use your hips when throwing. Who can say if that's true? Date complete.
I'm lost in your oceanic eyes.
Ooh. Oh, God, Robert thinks his voice. The only acceptable time and place for decaf coffee is okay. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. The kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. Oh, she's so sad. I'm actually, I'm like, in the dark, I see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? Leave her alone. Oh, I don't want to leave her alone. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. I don't want to pester her. I don't. Ah! Will she just be more mad if I just keep. She'll just be more mad if I keep them talking. But I don't know. I don't want to leave her. Is this what being a dad is like? uh, Amanda, get out. Okay, okay. I quickly leave the room, shut the door behind me. Once the door closed, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night, very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle in the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. Yeah, I fucked up. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls up the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, fuck, that was loud. Oh, okay. Ah, fuck. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. Sit back in the kitchen. You know what? Let's go back. I wonder what happens if we just leave her alone. What do you do when you don't? I will show concern once, and then leave her alone. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room, close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Let's see if that changes anything. I feel awful just leaving her cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would have only made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night, very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be out of school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a line for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops frozen waffle and toaster, slams freezer door. Won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride? No. What's coffee? Amanda pulls. I have to go. Okay. 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 Same thing. Okay. Ice reactive, short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table, look at the picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided if I forced her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door, and instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin. What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I want to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I got scared when I know something's wrong and I haven't. And I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me real. Sorry, you're sad, but I support you 100%. Oh, God. I wish I could be this kind of dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over, and this is beautiful. It's strawberry. And it gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So, you know Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. God damn it. Which one is Emma R? Is Emma B the best friend? The one who puked? Dad, that was me. What? I thought you were Emma P. Dad, are you doing okay? I'm getting legit worried. I've been doing a lot of gluing and varnishing in unventilated space. Carry on. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M. that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night. They all told me they were busy studying for the Calc 8B final. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and, that's a thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about my crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama. So I just kept quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day, I invite everybody out to get nachos, and they'll say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. Just like me, for real.
Ugh.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better, but I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arms around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. I'm such a fucking chismosa. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt, because of course she does. And Emma R just, like, glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the boring one, gossipy one. Did she poop the bed too? Shit. Gossipy one? I know! Grace is the one nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything. I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed. I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and then immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long the Noah thing. Oh shit! God damn it, my connection. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. How long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? I'm a little confused by the thing. I have no idea what's happening. What did Emma R say? Oh, okay. Let's get a load of this. Emma R says, "You know what? Let me just read it to you." Emma pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. I care so much about Manistel's life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in Stuttgart for like months. So I told her that she's been... Sorry, God, this voice, it's hard to keep up sometimes. Ah, God damn. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, "Well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend." And I was like, "Okay," and then she left me on red, and then, wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because there are red receipts. I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P. and about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me. He's like, "How could you say that about me?" I'm like, "Say what about you?" And he tells me that Emma P. sent screenshots of everything and told her to. I told her to the group chat. Screenshots of everything. I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is everyone dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Ah, God, I got hiccups from doing that. It's not from doing that, but I got hiccups for sure. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everyone else, but Emma R's been there since Mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating now. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kinda mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. So true. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that. High school sucks. She knows that. No, friend. This is depressing, and it's probably true. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. You do really want to surround yourself with people. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself. I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing. If they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat the whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Mana gets up to her room. Before she closes the door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yeah? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Mando.
I love you too, Dad.
Oh, hearing her voice. Oh. That melted my heart. Take care of your health while you're still young.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. I think that was some pretty decent dadding right there. Alright, let's check how he's sounding. Okay, we're still sounding okay, cool. Ah, God, that made me sad. Fuck those guys though. No one hurts my Manda. My Manda Panda. Let's see. I feel like there's mystery to be had with Joseph. Let's see if I can get the voice right. Yes, that sounds about right. Okay. Okay. Lead the community in a fun mixer. Yeah, okay, we got this. Okay, let's go ahead and go, Joseph. I feel like we had fun with Joseph, true. Treat people better than they treat you. Yeah, try. Be generous and kind to everyone. I also try, but yeah. Okay, yeah, what do you do? It's been a long day of clipping coupons looking like there's a sale on box brownie mix. That reminds me. I wonder what Joseph up to. I should see if he wants to hang out. Or if he wants to go to the store with me and use these coupons. Looks like he's online. Hey Joseph, wanna hang? Takes a moment for Joseph to respond. Jonathan, you've finally recovered from your brownie-induced coma, and I know I promised you a fun hang, but tonight I'm actually chaperoning a youth group mixer. Amanda's invited, of course. If you're not doing anything, you should come. Oh, that sounds nice. And be a chaperone with me, because I need the help. Less nice. I think for a moment. I'm a little bummed out, of course. I suppose I just want some me and Joseph time. Maybe to get to know him a little better. What the heck. My friends need my help. I type back. Buddy, if you need me, you got me. Just tell me where I need to be tonight. Joseph lets me know details, and it starts pretty soon. I should get ready. I knock on Amanda's doors and peek in. Hey, Amanda. I'm about to head out. Where are you off to? Are you gonna go extreme couponing? I'm actually gonna go chaperone this youth mixer dance thing that's happening at Joseph's church. He says you're invited, but if you don't want to come, I'll cover for you. You know what? I'm down. Maybe I can make some new friends. There you go, that's the spirit. That's a good attitude. But I'll have you know that I'm mostly doing this for the potential of free food. Thank you, Amanda. You get 4 daughter points today. God, I raised her right. Can I trade them for a daughter lava lamp? Sorry, you only have enough for a daughter spider ring, or some of those daughter plastic jumpy frogs. I like those things. They try their hardest. It's inspirational. Dude, I haven't thought about those little frog things in a while. Hold, what the fuck does that sign say? Let's fucking go. Good for Jesus, man. Let's go. We arrive at the church to find that nobody's there. There are decorations and balloons and banners and everything, but no youths. I've been to a couple of dances in my life. Not that I want to paint myself as some sort of dance expert, but generally dances require people. And those people need to be dancing. All of a sudden, Joseph jogs up to us. He looks frazzled. You're here. I need your help. Joseph gestures to the hand-painted banner hanging around the church door. It reads, Jesus is coming. Okay, I'm glad someone brought attention to it. Yikes. Well, that's certainly a thing. God made all things, Amanda. Except for the banner. Ernest made that. I generally can't tell if he meant that maliciously or if he just can't spell good. You know what God also does? Forgives. He forgives teenagers and he never breaks their box mods. Don't know what that is. Are you going to break Ernest's box mod? No, Amanda, that would be a sin. I think it's the one right after Sloth. Jonathan, I need your help getting this down before anyone sees it. I can swing that. Anna, can you help? Physical labor, huh? Amanda begins rapidly scanning the most empty room, looking for an escape route of her own. I have to go set up the food. The food's already set up. I'm gonna do a final inspection pass on the food to make sure it's up to code. I'm gonna eat your food. Ah, God, I'm so fucking proud of her. Amanda's able to build away before myself or Joseph can get another word in. Ew, she can really book it when she wants to. Her father was a giant pair of legs.
Oh.
I dated some giant arms once, but it turned out they were alright. You must have been devastated.
Oh.
It was Armageddon. One of these nights I'm gonna do a drinking game for this. Just every time there's a dad joke, take a shot. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I'll workshop it. There's a gem in there somewhere.
Nice.
I'm really glad you're here, Jonathan. Are you enjoying my company, or did you just lure me out here for my strong arms and height advantage? A little of both. It's always something with you, Joseph.
Yeah.
Something handsome and pious. You're not that pious. Debatable. You just alluded to breaking a child's vape pen. I would have lost the debate. You ready to do this? Let's make some magic happen. Magic isn't real, Jonathan. God said that. God was also a bush one time.
Oh.
True. Joseph and I grab a stepladder and walk over to Ernest's banner. That turd Ernest had one final trick up his sleeve. Looks like this nightmare is stapled and taped 6 ways from Sunday. Any ideas?
Ooh, cracker bits.
What happened to your strong arms and height advantage? Ah, right, I forgot about those. But I realized my oversized dad fingers are far too large to get leverage on the tiny staples. You got a hammer I can use to pry these off? Jonathan, this is a church. We got a little nervous around hammers. That's funny. Oh, that's good. And nails.
Oh.
I'm kidding. We just don't have a... But we have to hurry. The youths will be here any moment, and I'll never hear the end of it if we don't fix it. Wait, I have an idea. I run to grab the marker that Ernest used to draw this thing and jump back on the ladder. We can't get it down, but we can send a different message. I only got one shot here. Let's do it right. Jesus is... My question is, how do we erase a G with a marker? Jesus isn't coming would be funny. Jesus is coming is probably the good answer. I'm able to turn the U into an A and an L somehow. It's a little tight, but it still works. Well, that's true, I guess. Bask in his calm presence, Joseph. Relax. Crisis averted. Let's just hope the youths don't notice. Joseph checks his watch. This DJ should be here by now. Just then, the doors swing open, and a man struts in his DJing equipment.
Lord McDonald.
Wait, you're not the usual guy. What happened to Evan? Evan knew exactly when to play the Cupid Shuffle.
Hey!
Oh my god, is that fucking Brian? Was that voice Brian Wecht of Ninja Sex Party fame, also known as Ninja Brian? Oh, Joe's streaming, cool. Hey, I am not Evan. Evan sold all of his DJ equipment to backpack through Europe, so I'm filling in for him.
Hey!
I do envy him, though. What I would give to drop everything and start over. Are you alright? Alright, I'm better than alright. I'm DJ Spin Master Quinn. He sighs heavily.
Sad Master Quill.
I usually do trivia nights, but I moonlight on the ones and twos to give myself a sense of purpose in life. Is he okay? He looks so sad and defeated.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to do. You have a playlist of fun songs that you will have that won't inspire impure thoughts or tempt them to the dark side, right? The DJ thinks for a moment. Believe me, buddy, I got what you need. Okay, great. I'll let you set up. The DJ leaves. Let's keep an eye on this one. He sounded like he was gonna play Creep by Radiohead on repeat. As sometimes kids from the community start filling into the dance hall. Some of them seem to notice our sign hack, but they don't seem to care. Most of the kids group off into tiny clusters, standing in circles and casting sideways glances at the other groups of teens. Man, I do not miss being a teenager at social functions. Yay, party people! Everyone in the group turns their attention to the DJ.
DJ Spin Master.
I'm pretty sure that is Brian. DJ Spin Master coming at you with the sound the people want. We're off to a good start. This next tune goes out to all the ladies in the audience. Ladies, let me hear you say yeah! You half-hearted yes echo through the crowd. Alright! He sighs again. Man, it's been a heavy couple of days. This next one's actually for my wife, Sandra. I hope we can work things out, my little honeysuckle vine.
Now, who wants to listen to Radiohead's Creep?
Oh, God. The DJ begins playing Creep by Radiohead. Amanda slides up to me, pizza in one hand and punch in the other. Creep, huh? Bold choice for a youth group. Let's see where he goes with this. After the song finishes, he plays Creep again. Is this DJ crying? If you watch the kids really closely, you can catch them cringe every time Thom York swears. Is that what the dude's name is? I know nothing about Radiohead. There they go. Maybe we should do something about this. Joseph runs up to us. He's killing the vibe. They're listening to swears. Sad swears. We have to do something. You guys should try to give him a pep talk. Maybe work him up to Everybody Hurts by Rem. Or, at the very least, No Rain by Blind Melon. Ooh, nice. Ooh, taste. You want to help cheer him up? Actually, I just saw my friend, Federico. Federico? He's from Latin. I didn't know you were taking a Latin class. I'm not.
So he's from the country Latin?
Yes, it exists. Don't Google it. You could go, Amanda. It's fun. And she's gone.
I'm so sad.
Oh, I love this asshole. Joseph and I make our way to the DJ booth where Spin Master Quinn is having a quiet cry. He's just like me for real. Why do I relate so much to everybody in this goddamn game? Hey, bud. Hey, my dudes. How's the party jamming?
It's, not.
I'm sorry, fellas. I'm just taking a moment to find my groove.
Alright.
Gotta play the sound tunes to properly appreciate the bangers, right? That's not how DJing works. Shut up and play the hits. Play the booty bumpers. It's what Jesus would have wanted. Holy fuck. Oh, God. That's not how DJing works. Shut up and play the hits. God. I feel like this one Joseph won't like. Fuck it. Listen, buddy, it's a church function. The songs you're playing they're a bit much, don't you think? It's kind of bringing everybody down. We should put on some top 40 stuff. Lift everyone's spirits when everyone's dancing and happy. That it makes the good Lord happy. Right, Joseph? Oh, okay, that worked.
The good Lord does love a song that slaps.
I hate this fucking dialogue. And he's a minister, so you know he means it. Let Jesus take the wheel here. You want me to play Jesus Take the Wheel? That is the opposite of what I want you to do.
Hey, buddy, if it's a problem you're having with...
Joseph leans in close to me.
What was his wife's name again?
Sandra?
If you're having trouble with Sandra, I can help you too. I do counseling. It's my job here, and I'm very good at it.
Hey!
Oh, I don't know.
I can tell you're hurting. Nobody voluntarily listens to that much Radiohead on repeat unless they're really going through some tough times. Trust me, I know.
Joseph places hands on Spin Master Quinn's shoulder, who immediately collapses as Joseph embrace, crying quietly. Blah.
There, bud. It's gonna be okay.
I am so sad.
Thank you. I'll put on some dance hall anthems.
You're the best, Spin Master Quinn.
With yet another crisis averted, Joseph and I return to the dance floor, where Amanda's waiting with an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
They have ice cream here. Good work, Amanda. How's it looking out there? Well, for a dance, there's not a whole lot of dancing. Looks like people are starting to ball, though.
This is a disaster.
Yeah.
Don't be so hard on yourself. This ice cream, top notch.
I'm so sorry for dragging you into this, Jonathan. You and Amanda should just go home. I'm not gonna make you stay here for the train wreck.
It's not a disaster. We can still fix this. We can... I suddenly realized what we have to do. Amanda, get out of here. I don't think you're gonna want to be here for this. Or be seen with me after this. Oh god, you're not going to. I throw my car keys to Amanda. I'll get a ride back with Joseph. Just remember me as I am right now. Not as what I'm about to become. Amanda nods. Nice knowing ya, Pops. She runs out the door. Joseph, I'm gonna turn it up to the dance floor. With luck, we can get these youths into it as well. Are you in or out? Joseph stares at me. He knows what he has to be done as much as I do.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side. Just as I walk onto the dance floor in the middle of the room, the youths all stare at us, unsure what we're doing. Time to get our groove on.
Let's start them off easy and work our way up to more technical stuff.
Roll the dice. The worm? Yo, I would... You know what, let's... What the fuck is the lawn... Ah, God. Let's roll the dice. I'm a gambling man. I pull out my classic handshake dice to the music. I'm a little offbeat, which is expected of any dad, but I think this is a nice baseline to work from. Joseph follows along, bopping his head to the beat.
Nice.
Simple but smart, that's good.
I look around. Well, it looks like we got everyone's attention.
Alright, Jonathan, let's turn up the heat.
The shopping cart, the sprinkler, the running man. Sprinkler, classic. I pull out the classic. A hand behind head, pointed finger out. I point at and make direct eye contact with several of the youths in the room. I think that makes them feel uncomfortable, but I push past it. Joseph understands. We must water the lawn. We just came off the end of an imaginary drought, and the grass is dying. Don't worry, imaginary grass. We got you. I look around to the youths. They're getting into it. Let's go.
Nice work, but we better pick it up or we'll lose our interest quick.
The cabbage patch, the windmill, the hammer slide. Ooh, the hammer slide, let's go. I tried to do the hammer slide. Honestly, it's not a bad bit, but the kids don't get into it.
Good effort, buddy, but I think that pan flashed a little too long ago.
Damn it! You know what? Load. God, I don't know how far back that would take me, actually. 1228. Yeah, it would be too far. Okay, oh well. Yeah, we can still turn it around. The moonwalk? Yo, attempt twerking. Oh, God, the butter. I swear, if I can moonwalk. Let's see. I kinda just want to see me fail the moonwalk. I start sliding my feet backwards. I can't tell if this looks good or not, but I think the kids have seen enough people doing moonwalks that they understand the general concept. Joseph makes a moonwalk to tempo level. Surprisingly, dude pulls it off flawlessly. I look around to the youths. They're cheering.
Alright, time for the big finish.
Attempt an unrehearsed backflip. Lift Joseph up Dirty Dancing style. Death drop. Dirty Dancing. I approach Joseph and motion that I'm about to lift him up.
Are you strong enough to do that?
I don't know. Without regard for human safety, I summon all my might and lift Joseph above my head. It isn't quite Dirty Dancing, but Joseph's a good sport and spreads his arms while I spin him in a circle. Look at the crowd. They seem to love it. Somewhat obligingly. I'm stupid. Somewhat obligingly, the kids take the dance floor and start to move around. Before long, they're starting to laugh and enjoy themselves. It was dicey, but we've done our jobs.
Come on, the rest of the chaperones will take it from here.
What?
I have something to show you.
Joseph leads me to the main room and down various darkened corridors of the church. I can barely see anything and find myself tripping over my own feet. Joseph, I think I lost you. His hand finds mine in the darkness.
I'm right here.
I'm glad he can't see me blush. We keep walking.
Where?
Wait, where are we? This church is huge.
We're almost there. I actually have to admit that I was a little dishonest with you. I didn't just invite you out here to help me chaperone.
What happened to lying being one of the 10 things you're not supposed to do?
I think there's an exception when you're trying to surprise a friend.
Joseph closes the door behind us. I guess we're in a random room in the depths of his church now. What could he possibly have planned?
So, last time we talked about escaping to an island where we could live out an easy tropical lifestyle, where our only worry is trying to find that lost shaker of salt. Since we can't actually do that, I figured I could bring a little bit of the tropics to Maple Bay. It's not quite a Margaritaville, but something like it.
Joseph throws on the lights.
Oh.
Yo, the Margarita Zone? Welcome to the Margarita Zone. Let's fucking go. I look around as my eyes adjust to the light. It's his office, but there are twinkle lights strung around the walls. Little garlands of fake flowers and 2 beach chairs set up in front of the desk. There's a blender and 2 glasses sitting on the table. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Joseph, this is amazing.
There's no pop tops to step on here, buddy.
You did this for me? Joseph takes a seat and gestures for me to do the same.
I did this for us. I think we've both earned it.
I settle in while Joseph pours us both margaritas. You really went all out.
Whoa! I have a flair for the dramatic, and you can't lead the community if you don't know how to make a good margarita.
I take a sip of mine. This is a killer margarita. I would follow this man. Do you think the dance is gonna go okay without our sick dance moves?
No, not here. You're missing the point of the Margarita Zone. Margarita Zone is a place of rest and relaxation. It's a place where you can kick your feet up and forget about your worries for a while.
Let's get tattoos of Mexican cuties. Let's have it on earth with an onion slice. God damn it! Am I reloading this? Yes. I need to stop fucking up with Joseph.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Texting. I know nothing about this. Fluffs. There we go.
It's a real fear. Thankfully, no heels will get cut in my version of Margarita Zone.
Joseph gestures to the makeshift island bar he made.
You know, it's funny. This reminds me so much of when I was younger.
Save. I've been meaning to ask. What did you do before you started preaching?
It's uninteresting. I left home young and got into a lot of trouble.
What? Kind of trouble?
Trouble meant I got into wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted. I hitchhiked around the country, went on adventures, and met all kinds of people. Did some stuff I'm not too proud of. But I was young and in love. I didn't have to answer to nobody. And now, I host fundraiser car washes and take the kids to soccer practice on the weekends. Sorry, I don't mean to get heavy there.
It's okay. Seems like you spend a lot of time taking care of others, but not enough time taking care of yourself. If you need to talk about it, I'm here for you. Joseph stares deeply into the blender filled with ice and margarita mix.
It's just, I think about Margaritaville a lot. Or I guess the concept of it. A place where I could strum on my 6-string while I wait for shrimp to boil. Drink margaritas all the time, and forget my worries. It's an easy life. I had Margaritaville once. But I think the closest I'm ever gonna get back into I think the closest I'm ever gonna get back to it is the Margarita Zone, a short and occasional reprieve from my daily life.
Is that such a bad thing? This is pretty nice.
It doesn't last forever, that's the rub. When you're in Margarita Zone, it's not like your problems have really gone away. You're just choosing to ignore them.
Maybe you're looking at it the wrong way. Maybe Margarita Zone is actually better than Margaritaville. Because Margaritaville itself is an impossible ideal. Remember what Spin Master Quinn said? Sometimes you gotta play the sad tunes to appreciate the bangers. If stepping on a pop top is your biggest concern, how could you possibly appreciate the boiling shrimp?
Oh.
And Margarita Zone isn't landlocked to this office. I think it's about finding the little pieces of Margarita Zone throughout your day and taking joy in those moments.
That's awfully optimistic of you.
It doesn't have to be anything big. For me, I think it's being able to quietly do word jumbles and drink some strong coffee in the morning. To see my daughter smile, or I smile at Joseph. To spend some quality time with a good friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can feel myself leaning closer to Joseph. Is it just me, or is he leaning closer too? Oh. Joseph tenses up. He downs the rest of his margarita and hops up out of his chair.
It's getting late. We should head back.
Sure. Joseph will make sure the dance wraps up without incident before he takes me back to the cul-de-sac. I hop out of Joseph's car before he pulls into his own driveway.
Oh.
Thanks again for the help.
Thanks again for the Margarita Zone. I don't know why I keep putting that in front of it.
Maybe we'll go back there one day.
If we do, it'll be my own damn fault. Joseph chuckles and drives away. I walk into the room to find Amanda curled up on a blanket and groaning on the couch. Hey, Panda, you feeling okay? Dad, I have a tummy ache. Eat too much youth group food? I drank too deeply from the well of life, and now I pay the price. And by well of life, I meant that big lukewarm punch bowl of seltzer, juice, and sherbet. Amanda slides to the floor with an elongated groan. Need anything, kiddo? A time machine that goes back approximately 2 hours in the past so that I can warn myself of the folly of excess. I'll pour you a glass of water. Love you, Pops. How'd the dance go? Oh, I crushed it. Got the kids on the dance floor at the expense of my dignity. A fair trade. Also, everything hurts. I'll see you in the morning, kiddo. Night, Dad. Whistle while you work. The date is complete. Hooray.
Yeah, I mean, you look great. That was fun.
Alright, rank A, not too bad. Not too bad, but not great. Oh, hey. Cutscenes. I think after this, we'll do one more date. It's been a long day. Yeah, I'm not quite ready to sleep. Usually when I feel this way, I mainline investigate TV until I pass out, but tonight I feel like it would make me antsy. I decided to take a relaxing stroll. After a bit of wandering, I find myself passing by Jim and Kim's. Being of legal drinking age and sound judgment, I decide to stop in. Typically, I try to limit my consumption of alcohol to set a positive example for Amanda, but I also feel a responsibility to play a role as social agent in our community, and a watering hole such as Jim and Kim's is the perfect place to do it. Also, I desperately need a beer. Ew. That's the one place where we differ. Jim and Kim's is lively tonight. The patrons are milling about, and even Neil seems to be having a good time. Coming here was a good idea. As I reach to collect my beer, I see Mary at the end of the bar. She's not semi-ironically throwing herself all over anyone. In fact, she's alone. She looks so sad. A pang of guilt shoots through me. Does she know? Is this because of me? Am I a homewrecker? Say hi. So I say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. The seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me. What's going on, peeps? You. Okay, this was maybe not the best idea. Hey. Having fun with your new best friend, Joseph. Having fun with your new he's great. I'm so glad. I'm happy for you too. Mary, I'm not.
Hey.
I'd never accuse you of anything uncouth, Jonathan. You're just having an innocent, very platonic time with my husband. A supportive friendship.
Come on.
You're a good friend, aren't you? Yep, just a friend. I'm there when he needs me, Mary. Shh. That comes off pretty sus. This comes off pretty sus. That's funny. Joseph usually likes his friends to at least have a spine.
Ugh.
We can't all be as blunt as you are, Mary. So you're an expert on marriage now? It doesn't take an expert to see you two are miserable. Yeah, fuck it. Then what does that make you? We were miserable a long time before you started poking into our business, buddy boy. Don't come around here thinking you're some paragon of empathy just because you got involved where you weren't welcome. Mary takes a long sip of her drink. This was a mistake. You know, you're really not his type. I'm surprised.
Ah.
Mary pays her child and stride off out of Jim and Kim's without looking back. Oh, I fucked that one up for sure.
You've got dads.
I fucked that one up for sure. Let's see what we can change. You're never too busy or important to be kind to others. Okay, speeding. What happens if I just watch the game? I do a bit of space work and pretend not to notice Mary, and instead of focus on equipping Man Cave slogan on the wall, I can't tell if Mary completely buys it, but I think my performance is a job well done. I managed to keep my eyes glued to the game despite the guilt sweat accumulating under my collar. Just when the coast seemed clear, I feel an ominous tap on my shoulder.
Hey.
You. Hey. Having fun with your new best friend, Joseph? Okay, that doesn't change shit. He's great. I'm so glad. I'm happy for you, too. Mary, I'm not. I'd never accuse you of anything uncouth, Jonathan. You're just having an innocent, very platonic time with my husband. A supportive friendship. You're a good friend, aren't you? There when he needs me? Unlike some other people in his life. So you're an expert on marriage now? Trying to be expert? I'm just trying to be there for my friend, okay? Oh, you're there for him. I see how you look at him. I bet you're there for him a lot. She takes a long sip. Okay, yeah, she's just gonna be pissy. You know, you're really not his type. I'm surprised. Yeah, okay, yeah, same shit. Okay, nothing really changes then.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Let's do Brian. I think that's a voice I can handle right now. Also, I'm kind of feeling competitive. Maybe. Actually, which dad should I do? You know what? Let's do the handy dandy dice roll to see which dad we're gonna go on a date with. All right. It's been a while since I've used this. Since we've done this method. All right. Let's see. We're gonna do D8. Alright, there we go. Alright, I have my D8. 1 through 7. Craig 1, Matt 2, Brian 3, Robert 4, Damien 5, Hugo 6, Joseph 7, reroll an 8. And we got 3. Brian. Alright, cool. That's that. Q beans. Brian it is. Brian, and that'll be our last dad date for the day. Alright, this voice is, surprisingly easy for me right now. Okay, I did not mean to go back. So surprised there hasn't been any messages on my dad thing. Let's let's go ahead and save real quick too as well. And let's do a Brian date. Let's check audio actually real quick. How we sounded. Surprised there hasn't been any miss. Okay, we're sounding okay. Cool. Rad. You'll love to see it. God, okay. Okay. Yeah, Brian's definitely gonna be the last date for today. Message. Mess isn't always the best medicine. Gas is cheaper in the suburbs. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh, I have a message from Brian. Oh no, I've been training this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing some fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still, though, I have to accept. I type back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish, and my lawn could use another good mowing. That'll show him. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at an hour. And I had previously forgotten existed. Man, that's gotta be a rough start. Amanda comes in the room with the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece by piece like some kind of monster. Then I didn't raise you like that. Oh, what? It's called string cheese, not chompy cheese, for a reason, Amanda.
Aww.
Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial God damn it. Did you just come in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique, or what? No, Amanda. We have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope. My stint in the Girl Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to, be outside and tie nuts and stuff. But I have to be Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at that coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On the first morning, there was a line out the door. Within half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fishes and burns? Dad, please, I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay. Brian's he just thinks he's so much better than me, and he purposely reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him out of his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, good. I know that's what's happening.
Ugh.
Alright, Pops, we should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning. Night, Panda. Ah, goddamn. I brush my teeth and draw off pajamas. I climb into bed and set my alarm. Close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I am wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I sat there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and a beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father brought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. How old was he? Oh, 9, he said. That's weird. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of the body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why it feels like my life is depending on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait, and wait, and wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father. Just as he looked that one cold morning disapproving. I panic now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all of the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water. Sinking further and further, I see the multitudes of fish that have been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. I joke awake to the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day. That'll explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda, I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wake me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside and see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him.
Early bird gets the worm, buddy.
You ready to fish?
I was born ready.
My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's get the fishing party started. I walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof, woof. Brian's dog immediately hops in the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Oh, it's a little guy. Can I see your license, sir?
Maxwell, let Jonathan sit.
Maxwell immediately hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep.
You ready for an adventure?
I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. So, where exactly are we headed?
It's about an hour north of here. A little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we needed so that we could catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy the nature.
My fishing pole's in the shop, getting it tuned. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow?
But of course. It's probably nice. It's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though.
Right. I'm digging a hole here. I stare at the forest lighting highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the bush. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto the dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake.
Well, we're here.
I step out the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore, where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down the edge of the lake, where he has a canoe waiting.
Ah, great. It's still in one piece. Hold on. Let me help out with Maxwell.
I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Woof woof.
Alright, your turn.
Brian hands me a lime green life vest. If I fall in, you'll save me. If I fall in, I'm counting you to rescue me.
Shucks.
Suit yourself.
Brian turns to Amanda as we're still skipping rocks.
You kids want to fish?
I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Huh? Is that what we're doing?
Daisy, don't you want to fish?
I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go explore in the woods and look at bugs and stuff.
Alright, be safe. Don't go too far.
Brian puts the life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge, after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambling man? You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than one? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch, obviously. I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? More than that. Let's say, if I win, I get your weed whacker. The Whack Master 2000? That's what they call me, baby! Your boys stay whacking! Anyway, that's a limited edition. But if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000. The cordless version? That's the one. Shit. The Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art. My weed whacker's a prized possession, but... sorry. But there are those hard-to-reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watched Brian ties the lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts it into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. Insult the fish, stretch before physical activity. What did Brian do? Okay. I fish a worm from the styrofoam container Brian brought. It's slippery, but I can still get it onto the hook if I just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, the blood's everywhere. The worm is not on the hook. Need some help? No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. They can smell it up to a mile away, you know. I think that's sharks. No, it's definitely fish. Now what? Perform a fish mating call. Tie a knot or something. Meditate. Tie a knot or something. I am getting this man off just by my incompetence of fishing. Take my pole and tie an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian, the classic hunter's brand. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver onto us a bountiful harvest. I look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can.
Whoa.
And the lure flies off the line and sails out far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. The cold air drives the pressure down. Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to another new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole and I smile while I sit there, feeling like an idiot. Oh. Keep your word. Oh shit, what is this? Fish around here is easy. Round them up and you gotta line up to 3. The same species, reel them in. Aim at 3 of the same species, huh? I can't tell which fish is which.
That fish.
Match that fish, I suppose. Oh, wait. That's Langrum, a popular fish made infamous by the singing of easily confused with small bass. Shit. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, I get what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Okay. Nope, that's not. Okay, there we go. No big deal.
Nice catch.
Hell yeah. Alright, now we're fishing. What? Oh, that's not the same as that one. I'm stupid. Fuck. I'm a fool. Shit, I fucked up. Nope, I fucked up with that one. God. Okay, it's because I keep pressing like skip dialogue. Yo, let's go. That was pretty nasty. Fuck. Shit. Why is this car? Oh, God, I can't. Why do these fish look the same? Oh. Let's go. Okay, cool. Yep. Okay. God, you stop doing that. Okay.
Now you're fishing match of the day. Catch of the day.
Yo, the same.
Nice catch.
Okay, cool. We're
Nice
getting there.
match.
We're cooking. We're cooking. We're fishing.
Now you're fishing.
Yeah, now we're fishing. We're cooking. What is he
Nice
cooking?
catch. Match of the day.
Let's go. Okay. That's not the same. Fuck. I done goofed. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I get it. On my day off. Okay. Good work. Go ask your mother. Wow, this is tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big. So the pole digs down repeatedly and the line starts to run. Reel it in. I finally get the fish right next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice that the hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all ones Brian's caught. The pole saw is mine. The entire canoe tips over and I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. His giant dad arms. I finally dragged upward. Sputtering water all over our gear floats on the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time.
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad Maxwell's safe. You alright? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. God. I had to drink water. I forgot to grab a bottle before I started streaming. We rowed back to the shore and Maxwell in tow. Good Lord, Brian. I was not expecting that. Alright, but I'm not complaining. Hello, Brian. Once we get back, Lee jumps off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Yeah, he does. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Ooh, man. All that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours? Yes, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life, or any sit-ups at all. Really, another thing you've bested me in, you stupid, sexy Brian. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. The day's young. We can fish from shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple lures out by the water's edge. We're probably gonna have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Don't know what that means. Until another day. I know it just means for hold, but I don't know what the fuck a kibosh is. Until another day. My stomach growls.
I don't know about that.
You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches in his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. I'm a small child. I am flushed with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire and I accept the cargo short granola. I'll accept his cargo short granola. And now we're back to waiting. Where'd the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They're probably establishing a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leader. I take a look around the sun cresting tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. I've always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I've always kind of liked it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you know I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to us with a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. What kind of monster would do this? Throw the stick towards the woods. I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him. Which, consequently, is not very fast. It is very cute, though.
Hey.
Nice throw, Jonathan. God, I hate that I made my full first name. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself, as he should be. Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the world champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Oh, God, but pets never fail. Oh, God. Oh, God, this is always a tough call. But pets. Scratch behind the ear. Rub that belly. Rub that belly. Maxwell rolls over and lets me rub his belly. He wiggles on the glass, clearly loving it.
Shucks.
I feel like a bit of a third wheel here. Where am I, Billy? Brian! I feel like a bit of a third wheel here. Where are my belly rubs? I'm so flustered I could barely say a thing. I just focus on petting Maxwell and hope Brian doesn't notice how much I'm sweating. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's line. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Man and Daisy emerge from the woods, looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol. I'm gonna have to issue both a citation and demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where have you guys been? Studying etymology. What? We were playing with bugs. I expect you guys to be more covered in like mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for, a child? Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder.
Ugh.
Right. We take a seat around the fire and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything?
Fish taste okay?
Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great.
Old Hardin family recipe.
Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out there on the lake and then I accidentally tipped over that boat. Don't worry, all the gear floated to the surface so we didn't lose anything. Right, Jonathan? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day.
Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home.
I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake, disappearing behind us, and smile. I rest my head against the window, and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Oh, God. I have opened my eyes and realized that I have dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it, and ready to fight with my strong arms.
It's all good. You've earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you.
Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually.
Glad to hear it. Take it easy,
yeah. You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. And I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pulsar. Pulsar? Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish in. Stop. Why do you catch that much? Panda, just look at that guy. He's so obviously got my number, and he's rubbing in my face in it. Dad, I love you. But you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb? We're clearly the superior dad. You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I am a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. Try driving away where you never have to use your brakes.
You know what? Let me mow your lawn this weekend.
Alright.
Welcome.
Have you ever not rich dad, poor dad. Alright. That's been a good stream today. Let's see how long we've been going. How long have I been going? Almost 2 hours. Not too bad. Alright. Well, we're gonna go ahead and end it here then. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys probably Monday. I think that's my next day off. So yeah, I'll stream again then. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, come hard, keep it flirty, fun, and fresh. Eat ass to get money, and I'll talk to you later. Peace!